Good afternoon, friends. Stephen and Yana Banoun here with Israeli News Live. And this is not a news broadcast, but we are wanting to talk with you guys, start sharing with you. Those of you that have not really taken any consideration as of yet concerning the Lifewave, whether it be X39 or many of the other products that they offer, but also for those of you that already have become users of the products of Lifewave, or at least the X39 patches, and some of those of you that are our distributors already out there that are wanting to learn more about some of the products besides X39. We're going to briefly touch on X39 as well, and we're going to start doing videos on the different products that are out there. That's one reason why we're sharing this video with our friends here on Israeli News Live, because the testimonies that we're already getting from people in our own group are absolutely amazing. And you know, so many friends that are in this as a business, they focus with the X39 because of the stem cell, the technology of how it activates your own stem cells in your own body and does amazing things, which we'll speak a little bit about that tonight as well. But when we got into this, we got to order a lot of different patches. And wow, we have had some amazing results from the products that they have that are not X39. And so we want to really seriously, and I mean, I say it sincerely, share that with you, because I've been on pain medication for 15 years. And I am able to, I have backed way off of pain medication as a result of the Icewave patch. We'll talk a little bit about that tonight. We have Sister Brenda in the background waiting on the phone here. She's going to share some of her testimony. I won't say how old she is. You're not supposed to tell a girl's age, but I can tell you she's past 25. We'll say pretty close to the third time. Anyway, so we're going to bring her on here in just a little bit. Very precious. Maybe some of you have met her in some of the meetings that we've done down in Florida before. She used to come down there with us. But let's get right into this. We're actually looking at the website now, lifewave.com/Benoon. That's why you know where you're going to if you're going to look at the products here, BENNUN. And when you go there to the website, all you got to do when you want to shop, you can just go in there and shop and choose what you want to get. Like I said, we're going to be looking at the Icewave patch to start with. That's what I'm going to share with you there. Icewave patches here. And I'll quickly, and I'll shut up in just a minute so my wife can talk here in just a second. But we'll go into this at the end of the broadcast. You're going to see two different prices here. One is a regular retail one-time order price, $79.95. That generally lasts a person a month. Or you can get it for $10 cheaper. In the case of X39, it's a $50 savings if you become subscribed. Preferred customer, right? Or if you decide to be a distributor. Either way, you save money. In fact, some of those distributors can save more than a preferred customer. So that just depends on which way you want to do. If you just want to be a customer, etc. But before we get into the Icewave patch, Anna, can you kind of briefly remind people about X39, the very X39 patch there, and just give them a little bit better understanding about what X39 really is?
Well, the X39 is a very base that you have to have. So all these other patches is what you choose on top of X39. If you choose not to wear the other patches, that's okay, but X39 is basically a must. And why? Well, because this is the patch that activates your own stem cells. And I just looked at some pictures of stem cells. You want to show them a picture?
Oh yeah, it's so cool,
yes.
Right?
You know, my daughter got a microscope for Christmas. So we looked into microbiology. So we're looking into how does stem cell look on the microscope. And when I looked at stem cell, it reminded me of a patch. Look, see that? Okay, so I wonder if Mr. Schmidt, the inventor, This is why he designed them that way, because they look like stem cells.
They do,
Yeah.
especially if you're looking at the Icewave patch. I don't think you have one of those with you, but
No, it's in your drawer.
right, Icewave.
Like
One of the you have to use two patches. One's dark and one's
Mm-hmm.
a light color. So it's kind of like positive and negative.
Right.
But if you can go ahead and continue on, I don't want to
Well,
interrupt.
we want to say that this is a form of phototherapy, and it's called photobiomodulation therapy, and there is no drugs going to your system. So this is not a big pharma drug. It's not a vitamin. It's not any kind of supplement. What patch does is it catches your own infrared light that your body emits. It catches it and sends it back through your skin, signals to your brain, and then the copper peptides are activated in your body, which in turn activate your own stem cells. They are usually inactivated past age 60, and they are reduced past age 35 already. So we all need our stem cells. These are undifferentiated cells that can take basically go where a repair is needed. They have their own intelligence, and they go and repair our tissues, repair our organs. The damage is done in your body. So activation of your own stem cell is a future medicine. So that's why this particular technology is absolutely amazing. And X39 is the patch that does that. So that should be 12 hours on you every single day. 12 hours on, 12 hours off. And it does not interfere with any drugs. Just in case
That's
people
right.
are on any medications, don't worry, it has no interference. And it doesn't put anything into your body. So it's based on Lifewave
Right.
or
It's
rays of light.
assisting your body to
Right.
do its job. Your body should be able to already do this job, but for some reason our bodies are not doing the job the way it's supposed to do. But it's supposed to assist. It's there to assist the body in actually making those repairs, and they're very subtle repairs. One of the ones, and I'll just quickly give this testimony myself. You know, as you guys already know, Yana with PTSD, it was almost like instantaneous. Incredible how fast it worked for her. Migraines with her and our daughter, both suffering migraines. And with me, I was getting a much slower repair with my spine. Now, I didn't really earnestly stay very faithful to wearing it except for the past month. Before that, I did it for 2 months, but I was off and on. I'd skip a day or skip a couple of days. So I wasn't faithful the way I should have been. But I did start getting repair in the spine. I started getting to where I could bend over, reach to the floor, pick up things with no problem. But the greatest thing that I just found out, Yana, that I just shared with my wife the other day, that was amazing. I was diagnosed recently with my stomach lining was gone. I had what they call a hyperactive pancreas as a result of that. A hyperactive gallbladder, not to mention packed with gallbladder stones. My digestive system nearly completely shut down. I could not process the food. I would eat, food would just be stuck there. So it took a massive amount of enzymes and natural colon things just to keep things moving, so that I didn't end up in a very serious situation. I ended up in the emergency room because of it as it was, but this is how we found out all these things. You know, and of course I was taking the X39 with the hope of this doing something for my back, which it has already been working, and I've been told it would take probably good 6-7 months, because when you're dealing with that severe of injury to your spine, it takes a lot longer. And again, the patch doesn't do the healing. It's activating the stem cells, so my stem cells go in there and help repair. And we looked at stem cell technology for my spine in Europe. But there were some issues that I had, more so because of where were the stem cells coming from. That kind of bothered me, you know. But there was some ethical issues there, and so I kind of held back at the time, but still believing that stem cells might help. Well, going back to the stomach issue, suddenly, just in the last week, I started having to quickly back off of all this medicine I've been taking for my digestion to work, And because I was up to 8 pills with all these enzymes on top of it every single day. I mean, it's insane. You're only supposed to take one normally, right? I had to take 8 of them. And now I was having to rapidly cut back. If not, I didn't leave a bathroom. And then I got all the way down to 2, and still things are going wacko, right? So I'm like, wow, my digestive system is actually working. And so I told my wife today, I said, I'll know in the next 2 days, but I said, I think I can completely stop all medication for digestive issues now as a result of what I believe is that the X39 is helping my stem cells do their job.
Yes,
So,
and in fact, it is a known fact, and I think the inventor did speak about this, that X39 will regenerate your digestive system, your stomach lining. It does the regeneration of that. And when you wear X39 with X49, within 6 months, your entire cardiovascular system is renewed. It comes back to youthful state. So those things are to be expected if you continually wear X39. And some people add X49. It's mainly for stamina, for athletes and people who go to gym because it helps your muscles, okay? But I recommend it for older people because they need muscle mass. Because as you know, as people age, they're losing muscle. So
not Brenda, of course, though.
but this is a very this is extremely important. But X39 is the base. That's like a must, because your stem cells are activated and they're going to work on what is most important in your body. So watch your body carefully when you're on X39 and start noticing subtle changes, okay?
Before we go to the Icewave.
Yeah, but one thing I did want to mention to people, and it is what can happen when you wear X39, any side effects. There is no side effects, or what I would call serious side effects, but there can be a detoxification effect, because just by wearing X39, your glutathione level in the body is increasing by 400%. So what happens is it detoxes your body. So you need to increase fluids. This is extremely important.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can get headache at the beginning. You can get dizziness and other muscle pain because of your body is actually detoxing. Now, what it proves is that it works. And those detoxification effects are going to leave, okay? They're not gonna stay there. But if you have problem with detoxification, then wear the X39 patch maybe for 6 hours instead of 12 for several days. You know what I mean? Like instead of full 12 hours, you just wear it 6 hours and take it off.
Right, exactly.
And then slowly make your body get used to it. But it actually proves that it works, so don't get scared. Also, second effect that can happen to you is that people who are a little allergic to glue that's inside of the
adhesive on the patch.
So what I recommend, because it happened to me, got a little itchy and all of that, this is going to go away as well. It went away for me.
It went away in 1 day for you.
Yeah, so what you can do, I always make sure that I wear mine always on a different spot. Like I wear it here one day, I rotate it, and then I put it under my belly button, and I even use it here. Sometimes I put it here on my upper arm, because even though they did clinical studies on a C7 and below your belly button, they actually work on any area of your body. You can even put it on.
Just as a reminder, not everybody has the same results at the same speed. Mm-hmm. Some people get very rapid results. We've had amazing testimonies from our own group already. One lady, she flew out to see her sister in Alaska who has Parkinson's, and 3 days use, she was already so ecstatic about the changes she was seeing. We've had another friend, that was a different, I think that was with Icewave. We'll talk about that later. But we've been getting written testimonies in already too, all kinds of amazing things. But some things, like in my case with the spine, it does take longer. Sister Brenda also wearing the X39 for spinal injuries and other issues. Those things could take longer, so never be discouraged. And one thing I want to mention to you, and I'm fixing to create a separate email just for this. X39 or any of the patches, none of this ever replaces faith in Jesus Christ or divine healing. As I shared with you guys the other day on Patreon, I did a video there, and I'll make it public here for you. I was given a testimony, and I won't go into the long length of this. One young man who had cystic fibrosis, 11 years old, perfectly healed after praying for him. Divine intervention. An 83-year-old woman with a brain tumor with a 50% chance of survival and a month in the hospital if she did survive. I knew her faith didn't lie in divine healing. I knew from talking to her. But if I prayed for her that the doctor could do a great work that would be a miraculous recovery, 3 days later walks out of the hospital. So we don't look at the product as replacing prayer or anything like that there. But we do believe that it's a godsend, because I don't care how much people believe in divine healing, you get hurt, get run over by a car, you're going to be in the emergency room. You end up having a kidney stone attack, you're going to an ER.
Right.
It's just, you get a tooth that's about to rip your head off from the pain because you've been drinking Coke your whole life, like I used to do. You're going to a dentist, right?
Yes.
So we still utilize the different things, but what we're looking at is this amazing product here is taking us away from the big pharma control and allowing us to use technology in a way to where we're not under pharmakeia, as my wife would tell you what that means. So, but anyway, I'm going to create, just like we did an email for using the X39, benoonx39@gmail.com, I'm going to also work on creating an email for prayer specifically for that, because we don't even have we have our email address and people send prayer requests, but we need one specifically for that. And because I have always been, if you have serious need prayer and you need me to call you, I will call and pray for you. So keep that in mind, and we'll put that out there. And Yana's been after me for a long time now about starting a prayer Zoom meeting every so often, maybe once a month, where we could invite you guys in, and those that need prayer we could pray together for you for those issues as well. So, all right.
So we would like to speak now about Icewave. Icewave is a very specific patch that it comes in twos. It's a pair. One is tan and one is white. And what it does, it heals your acute pain. So this is not necessarily stem cell activation patch, but what it does, the wavelength of certain light will heal acute pain. And I had my very first experience today.
Will not heal acute pain, but it assists in maybe dealing with the inflammation, because they tell you none of the patches heal.
Well, what happens is that you get rid of pain.
Right, gets rid of pain, right?
Right, well, that's the way I want it to.
It helps to eliminate your pain.
Right.
That's the right way, I think, to say that.
Yeah, and it's for acute pain. So when you remove it, the pain will come back, but hopefully after several hours your pain will just not come back. So I will tell you my testimony, in fact, that happened today very unexpectedly. I have woken up this morning, and you know how you can sleep the wrong way, and I woke up with a tremendous pain in my neck because I slept the wrong way. And that usually requires, you know how it is, the entire day you have pain, maybe even 2 days, and you can't move your neck. And I thought I'm going to have to take painkillers. But Steve tells me, well, let's put an Icewave on you, because I don't use it. The Icewave is for Steve specifically. We order it for him mainly. And so Steve put right on a point of pain, the brown patch, and about 2 inches to the right, he put the white patch. And I felt within several minutes, it didn't even take 2 hours, as it usually does, but within several minutes, my pain started to dissipate, and it completely went away for me. And I did not have to take painkiller. I didn't even have to apply Tiger Balm. nothing. So we went for some shopping later to Walmart, and I was just absolutely fine. And I was amazed. That actually shocked me because that was my very first Icewave experience. But
and
now
that was a crick in the neck, is
Yes.
what you guys know
Yes.
here. A crick in the neck is what
Yes.
she woke up with.
So
We're going to have Brenda as well. Sister Brenda is here with us, and we're going to have her tell about her experience with the Icewave patch for pain. And Sister Brenda is not directly subscribed, but I think some were sent to her to help her to see if it would work for
yeah,
her.
because I know she's in pain, and I was thinking about her immediately. So I sent her just a few to try. And Sister Brenda, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? How long have you been suffering with major pain?
Am I on?
You are on. Go, girl.
Hey, everybody. It is Brenda Jean from Georgia. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist
No,
doing
that's
that.
amazing.
I think listening to everything y'all have said, I think it's important for everybody to know exactly where I'm coming from a health aspect, because I think it'll help people understand better about why this has been such a miracle for me. I inherited severe double curve scoliosis. I spent my senior year of high school the whole year on prescription pain meds because my orthopedic doctors at Homestead Air Force Base Hospital already knew about what was being done for severe scoliosis patients out at Lackland Air Force Base Hospital. And when I graduated, they medevaced me and my mama out to Lackland Air Force Base Hospital. And at age 17, I had the first major surgery where my spine, they put 2 metal rods in my spine and fused starting at T3, which is down at the base of the neck, down through L4, which is almost to the base of the spine. They left my neck unfused and below L4 unfused so that I could turn my head and so that I would be able to bend at the hips. And I spent a whole year in a body cast.
Wow.
And I unfortunately had to have that surgery a second time 2 years later, go through the whole process again. And I was fine for a couple of decades, but things started to happen, and above the fusion, above T3 and down below L4, everything continued to deteriorate with the deformity. And I've seen my x-rays. I know what my x-rays look like. I know how deformed everything is. And then on top of that, I developed a disease, an arthritic disease related to what my mother died of decades ago, called, I have severe rheumatoid arthritis. And I have spent decades on all kinds of pharmaceuticals just from my rheumatologist. I also had to start going and having procedures on the base of my neck and down the base of up in my neck and the base of my spine because the pain has gotten so bad. And there is particular pain down in my lower part of my back that for years I have described it to my doctors that it feels like it's so sharp and constant, and it feels like somebody has literally stuck a knife inside me and is just twisting it. That's what it feels like. And my doctors, I have a pain management team at Emory University here in Atlanta. They have tried and been doing what they can to keep me on my feet for 13 years now. And it's gotten harder and harder and harder. I went through, in October, 3 weeks, one procedure after another every Wednesday, trying to keep me up on my feet and keep me functioning. So this X39 thing, I've only been on it for a few weeks, thanks to a very, very dear, precious man who is so generous. But then Yana, a couple of weeks ago, my precious sister sent me a couple of these little pain patch thingies to try to see what would happen. And we were on the phone. She instructed me what to do. I took the brown patch and I put it right where it feels like the knife pain is. And I put the white one on my right wrist where she instructed me to do. And to my shock, I'm being honest and telling you that to my shock, within 2 hours, that pain was all gone.
Yes.
Amen.
And I was able to function for 48 hours completely pain-free.
That is amazing. That just made my day.
That is so unusual for me. And I deliberately, because I did a lot of research and was able to determine what the various pharmaceuticals were doing to my body. So I deliberately took myself off. I did it slowly. I weaned myself off. But I deliberately took myself off all the pharmaceutical pain meds and rheumatoid arthritis meds back by within a year and a half ago. And so I've just been trusting the Lord. And I do tell you, prayer works. But let me tell you what, right now, I don't have any of the pain patches. You know, I used up the couple that the sister sent me to try, and I wish I had one now, because that knife pain, it's there. And when it's there, I can't sit to do anything. I can't stand to do anything. All I can do is lay down and put an ice pad underneath the base of my spine and just go with it.
Well, sister, we have made arrangements
That's my
for you.
testimony. I'm blown away by it, and I'm amazed, very amazed.
Yeah, we have made arrangements for you, sister, so you will definitely be getting those patches. We don't want you in pain. And thank you for telling us about that. We are also watching you with the X39. I know that you are not enough time on it and your damages are quite extensive, but we are trusting that you're going to come back with testimony about that as well. So,
Amen.
yes, well,
Amen. And that's just amazing to hear what happened to Sister Brenda. And for me, it was a similar type of situation. I have 5 protruding discs in the lower spine. 3 are severe to the point of no feeling in the left leg from the hip all the way to the foot. You know, I have enough feeling to where I can walk, but it always made it difficult until the X39 began to start restoring some of that feeling back. But of course, as it began to restore the feeling, I also restored the pain. And I already had enough pain as it was. And then also in my neck area, I have a lot of protruding discs there as well. When I sleep at night, I lose all the feeling in both arms, like totally as if your arm goes to sleep. Both of mine go to sleep. I can only sleep on my back, can't move right or left, etc. So not to the extent of Sister Brenda's injuries, but I have enough of them that the pain is just debilitating, very debilitating. And so I decided to try the Icewave as well for the pain, because I've been on pain medicine for 15 years now. And because I'd gotten so bad off in the last 2 years, I was literally having to take it around the clock. It's a nerve pain, and a nerve pain is the worst pain you could ever imagine, because it's like it's a pain you can't get rid of. It's like a phantom pain almost. And so, you know, and I've seen divine healing in my own life on multiple occasions, including breaking my ankle completely in half and was healed instantly. Doctors able to testify of that later. So I do believe in divine healing. I know that does happen. It's happened for me as well. But for some reason, my faith, I just haven't grabbed it like I should in this case. And sometimes there's reasons for that. We may not know all the reasons, but there's reasons for it. And but I started using this Icewave. At first, it made me very sleepy. And I'm like, oh gosh. It would get rid of the pain, but it would make me sleepy. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how am I going to deal with this? And it wasn't 100% getting rid of my pain, but I would get so much relief to where I knew that it could help, but I figured, how am I going to overcome the sleepiness? Well, it took a little bit of experimenting, because there's different ways to wear it. Wrist, bottom of your feet, directly on the pain. You can do more than one set. Well, I don't know if the company recommends it, but if some people have said they've done more than one set at a time. For me, what I found finally was if I put it on it just before I go to bed, to where the sleepiness is not going to matter. And then I ended up I added an extra set on the bottom of my feet, which is dealing with whole body pain. But I do the lower spine and on the bottom of my feet. If I do that right before I go to bed, it does away with the sleepiness, because normally after about 3 hours or so, that begins to subside for me anyway, even if I put it on during the daytime. But what it did do, it caused me to where I no longer have to take pain medication at night any longer. I was having to take it 24 hours a day. I could not sleep. I woke up every hour and a half. I'd still be in pain. I didn't take medicine every hour and a half, but that's how often I would wake up. I'd sleep 4 or 5 hours a night. That was it. And that was interrupted constantly. And so then I put on those patches. That did away with that. Now I can sleep 7 to 8 hours a night with only one time waking up, and that's normally because the dog wakes me up. And during the daytime, I'm only taking about half the medication that I was taking initially. So, and I kind of think that even that will go away in time, because that's also because your body has been so long, like Brenda said, you got to wean yourself down. But to actually do away with narcotics,
yes,
is
that's amazing.
Amazing.
And that it works
100%.
on nerve pain, that's amazing, because that's kind of was hard to believe it would. And so this is a patch that can definitely help. And then I want to, at the end of this, I would like for people to see video by MD, medical doctor. There is a several way of wearing those Icewave patches, and people often have headaches, migraines and headaches, and she's explaining how to wear them for that particular pain. So what you want to do when you do get your Icewave patch, you want to research how to wear it for different kinds of pain. There is a one general kind. You can put the brown one on a point of pain and a white one on the top of the wrist, like on the top, like right
Yes,
here.
yes.
Right here.
Exactly.
Let me show you.
They base
Right
these, they'll tell you
here.
they're based on
Okay.
acupuncture pressure
Yes.
points.
Or you can put a brown one on your arch of your left foot, on the bottom of your foot, and a
Right.
white one on the arch of the
Right foot.
right foot, and that will cover a whole body pain or leg pains. A lot of people have leg pains or hip pains. Now, in case of Sister Brenda, I told her to just put a brown one on the hip where it hurts that bad, and a white one on here again. And that's what she did. And that one helped her. So you can move it around and experiment what helps. But this particular video here, Steve, there is a medical doctor who is giving
Okay.
very good
Let's play this
instructions.
for everyone. And by the way, when you're doing these patches, I think Sister Brenda, it works for her for about 48 hours. For me, I can go about 72 hours with it.
Right.
So one set will last you more than just one day.
And then before we go, because we're going to end with this video, so what I want to say is how to order them. You just go to...
I'm going to go into the ordering right after, because we also have,
Okay.
we're going to do a special thing for you guys as well. And we're going to go ahead and let Sister Brenda go. We love you, Sister Brenda. Thank you for coming on and
Yes.
sharing your testimony
I love
with
y'all
us.
so much.
And we love you.
This is an amazing thing that I believe God has just brought this to all of us,
Yes.
as an alternative, because
Mhm.
we know, I've been studying for years. I know what the pharmaceuticals are doing to the body. That's why I work to get off of them. And when I told the Lord, you're just going to have to sustain me, because I don't want to take this stuff anymore. It's poisoning my body.
Yes.
Amen.
So
Yes.
this, I believe, is something that God has brought that helps our bodies, because He's our great physician. He's our God who heals.
Amen.
And he will do it straight himself. I've had that happen in my own body over the years, and he will also use different things to help enhance or do it too. And I think I'm blown away by this product. I really am.
Yeah.
And I think that it's a godsend, literally. I'm not saying that lightly. I believe it really is for God's people.
Thank you,
Thank
sister.
you so
God
much.
bless you, Sister Brenda.
Okay. Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so let's go into this, and then at the end of the broadcast, we're gonna make a special offer to 5 people out there. We're gonna talk about that and show you too how simple it is to order the product. Let's listen into this.
Hi, my name is Dr. Karen Can, and I'm here to show you an advanced Lifewave patch protocol with using Icewave patches for headaches. Now, if you've never used Icewave patches before, you may want to become familiar with the cross protocol. That's the basic protocol that we teach, and that is on another video. Today, we're going to show you some special points that you can use for headaches that you can try. So you're going to need some Icewave patches. So you'll have a white patch and a tan patch. So the first place that we can use for headaches is large intestine 4, which is on the hands. So I'll put them on my hands. Now right now I've just got tape on them so we can move them around a little bit. So this is large intestine 4. Now, if you've got small hands like me, sometimes this is a tough point to use only because they're just so large. But I have used them successfully all day before, and as long as you don't wash dishes, they won't fall off. So large intestine 4 is one of the spots you can use for headache, and traditionally this is one of the most important points for headache. We also use this for dental pain as well. So the second spot is triple burner 5, and that's on the back of the wrist. So we're going to switch these. White goes on the right, tan on the left. Okay, so since you're looking at me mirrored, it'll look like this. So white on the right, tan on the left, triple burner 5. And what you're going to do is wait about 15 seconds between placements to establish whether or not that's helpful for your headache. And you'll also want to have be hydrated. So you want to drink at least 16 ounces of water before you do the testing for your headache. So that's placement number 2, triple burner 5. So we've got large intestine 4, triple burner 5. And the next spot we're going to try is triple burner 15. This is a little trickier to do on yourself, but how we do it is we take the white patch in your left hand, and I'm going to turn around here, and you're just going to put your hand right over your shoulder where the third finger falls. That's pretty much triple burner 15. And if you're within the vicinity, that should work. So triple burner 15 is option number 3. Okay, so the next option we have is on the neck. The front of the neck, sometimes this muscle causes pain and causes headaches. So we're going to use stomach 9, which is on either side of the Adam's apple in front of this big muscle here. So approximately here. Again, you don't have to be an acupuncturist to use this. You can just move them around and see what works for you. So that's stomach 9, white on right, tan on left. And again, wait about 15 seconds to see whether or not this helps your headache. So the next position you can try is on the side of the temple. So either side of the eyebrow. That's approximately triple burner 23. Again, you don't have to be an acupuncturist, you don't have to know the points. Some people actually feel pain right up here, so you can put it right over where you feel the pain. So again, we're using white on right, tan on left with the Icewave patches. So again, wait 15 seconds, see if the pain goes away. If not, you can go to the next, which is right on the forehead. This one feels really funny to me, but you know, some people swear by it. I think it's great. So again, white on right, tan on left, right over the forehead. Some people that have maybe some sinus headaches in the front, this can be really helpful. And again, you don't have to be exact where I am. You can move them down, you can move them up a little bit depending on what feels good for you. And again, wait 15 seconds. If that does not help the headache, what we're looking for, at least 50% improvement. Ooh, my tape is running out here. The last position I want to show you is over the temporomandibular joint area. It's approximately stomach 7. So just on either side here. And some people have some jaw pain. So that'll go on either side right there. And again, you can see whether or not the pain goes away when you put them there, 10 to 15 seconds. And usually one of these positions will work for you. Of course, again, if you have a headache, you may want to try the basic protocol first, and if that doesn't work, then you can try the more advanced protocol. So this is stomach 7 and the last position in the advanced protocol training. So good luck with that, and hopefully your headache will be gone in a jiffy. And thanks for joining me again for another.
All right. We'll have to send that to a friend of ours that we know that has some jaw pain. So,
that's right.
Anyway, we want to go back. We're going to be doing our next video to be coming out hopefully tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. We'll be talking about a couple of other patches as well. We wanted to first focus on the Icewave. So if you want to purchase this yourself, you can go to our website, lifewave.com/Benoon. It's actually right above our head too, next to our website. So it's easy for you to see. It's been there the entire time. And you just go to shop. And you can browse around if you want. You could do a little research and look up what they are. But you just click on Icewave. Or if you wanted X39, either way, in the case of Icewave patches, click on those there. And you can choose to order. You can add it to the cart there. If you're doing a one-time purchase, it'll be $79.95. If you're wanting to become a preferred customer, which you get the discount on anything you order when you become a preferred customer, you'd get it for $69.95. All right, and then that's how you would do that.
Now, by the way, you can cancel anytime if you
do auto
ship and you save money that way, and you don't want further products. It's very easy to go to your back office and cancel. So don't be afraid of that.
Exactly. And if for some reason you feel like, I might, if this works for me, I might decide to share this with some folks down the line.
If you want to become a distributor because you know a lot of family members or friends or neighbors or whoever you know that is suffering, you can sign them up under you and you can get some benefit from it.
Let me back that up for a moment, because some people get scared when you start saying sign underneath you. You could be like Dr. Can there. You could have your own clinic or something like that. You can just do retail sales all day long, nothing else. People, though, that sign up and become distributors, though, they're naturally it's still going to fall into a category to where you could benefit from making money from that type of marketing as well, where they do it more as a team marketing. But you don't have to do that. It depends on what level you would choose to join to do that. If you chose that, and again, just like being a preferred customer, you save money by doing that. That's where you get into the part about becoming a distributor and selecting which particular level you would want to be.
Some people who don't want to become distributors, they just want the product. They still purchase maybe silver because they have partners or a husband and wife or children that suffer. So by selecting that silver, you will get
you get three sleeves is
right.
what they call it, or 3 packets, which is a 3-month supply. But that's the X39. Go ahead and we'll click on it just to see what you get. And there again, that's strictly if you feel like you might end up doing something like that. Yeah, you get the 3 packs of X39. That comes automatically because you have now become a distributor. That doesn't give you the chance to mix it up or anything like that. That's only if you want to be a distributor. We're more focused right now on the product side of this. And even if you are you're becoming a customer, you want to try the patches out, you can always come back later and become a distributor. If the next thing you know, you feel like, wow, this stuff is helping me so much. I've been telling my friends, they want to try it. If you've got friends that want to try it, we really want you to be blessed financially from that as well. Sure, you could tell them about our website. We could benefit from it. But if you've got people that are wanting to try it out as well, we would like to see you be able to benefit from that, not just ourselves.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's something we wanted to share with you. Now, we've got a little surprise we want to do for you, though. Our email address is benoonx39@gmail.com. If you've got questions about the product or anything like that, you can email us. But what we're wanting to do for the first 5 people that email us today about the Icewave patch, we're going to take and send you a free sample of the Icewave patch to try for yourself. We'll announce that in the next few days who the 5 people were that actually won that spot there. But we'll just send you, what are we going to do? We're going to do two sets, correct?
Right.
Yeah, so
So
basically,
you can try it.
right, whether it be for you and your partner, or whether it be for you yourself only, it would last you maybe 4 days, but we want to do that as a gift because that's how much we believe in this product, and we have others that we believe in just like that as well. Silent Nights or Sleeping, Eon.
Yes.
We'll get into those as we go. This, though, is also kind of like a tutorial to help people to understand the products better, and that's why we decided to start making these videos and sharing them with our friends here on Israeli News Live, as well as on our, and by the way, we have a YouTube channel, BenoonX39 YouTube, where even our Zoom meetings that we do are also posted over there. And even we have, Yana, my wife asked me to create this. We now have it. We have a Facebook page as well.
Yes.
Just started it. BenoonX39, the Lifewave. So if you want to go in there and send a request to join in with our group here, we'll be talking more about it here on Facebook, sharing testimonies, things like that.
Or giving instructions, or if
Exactly.
any new testimony comes in from our group, from followers of Israeli News Live, so you can find it on that Facebook.
Absolutely. So anyway, thank you for listening. We appreciate you tremendously. God bless you. Be sure to check out our Patreon channel. We have loaded 2 videos just recently on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Israeli News Live. In the description below is the link to that. And I'll be back tomorrow morning with you guys again. I don't know if I'm going to do a teaching going into the news part of things that are happening, but things are happening in the world like, well, you already know, like never before. It's just crazy. Anyway, God bless you. Thank you for listening.
Good night.